Hi folks, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but it's going to be long. Let me tell you that, it's going to be long. What I'm going to be trying to do is just explain what this channel's about, what I'm about. So I'll give you some like history on me, history on the channel. I want to start by saying this is not a guitar channel. It's not a dedicated guitar channel. It's not a guitar channel in any shape or form. I know I do have an image of my Revolution Strat there, which is based on the Hang Marvin. It's got vintage specs, right, basically. So the pickups have been wound vintagely. It's got vintage tuners, vintage bridge. I have done some work to this. This was only £230. I have replaced the no-name bridge and the no-name tuners with Wilkinson, and I've put a lubricated string tree on it, which has made it just. It was a good guitar to start with. This has got flame maple on the back of the neck, on the fretboard, and on the headstock. And when do you ever see that in a guitar that cheap? And it's actually well done. So the body of this guitar and the neck is to die for, right? The only thing I let it down, and the pickups are great in my opinion. I mean, they're no high output, but they sound great. Sweet, creamy, you name it. Oh, just the way I like it. Sweet and creamy, you know what I mean? Hope that's not a sexual reference, probably not. The only thing that let this guitar down was the tinny bridge and the tinny tuners, and it didn't stay in tune great because of that. So replacing them and putting a lubricated string tree in is definitely it doesn't look good at tune at all now. So great guitar, probably my favourite guitar. Also, my wallpaper here is my Celestine Peavy and my Boss Katana Arts Mark II. So you would say it to yourself, right, his image is a guitar, his wallpaper is a guitar, he puts guitar videos up here, it must be a guitar channel. No, it's not. It's not, honestly. That's why I'm making this video, because I think people think it is a guitar channel. It's not. I put guitar covers up here. It's always covers, so I've done 40 covers so far. This is going to be the first video it's not a cover, and I'm going to try to do a gear video later on as well. It's not going to be a cover either. Um, but because I do covers, and have done up to now, 40 of them, I don't make any money. First off, you can't make money on YouTube anymore. You haven't been able to do it for years without having 1,000 subs and a certain amount of viewing time. But because I stick to covers, I don't make any money either, because 96% of some of them have all been copyright flagged. So I make zero money. Goes to the artist or whatever. And so for those people that say none of my videos sound like the real thing, because I do a lot of improvisation, well, YouTube thinks 96% of them sound enough like the real thing because they copyright flag them. So I'm just going to read this description here because there's an about section. A lot of people don't visit people's about sections on the YouTube channel. So this channel is to watch other people's videos. I sometimes add videos of me playing the guitar. This isn't a dedicated guitar channel. All those statements are true. I mostly use this channel for watching cute dog films, cute doggy videos. You know, the ones where the dog's run that falls over and then the owners laugh, that type of thing. Or the owner falls off over and the dog laughs, either or. I'm good for both, trust me. I'll go on to say here that I'm a beginner guitar player, albeit a late beginner. I don't practice at all and I don't play regular either. I'm a beginner guitar player, but I started 10 years ago. I am 56 years old now, by the way, which is ancient, and I started way too late in life. I didn't start playing guitar, I was 46. I practiced quite a lot for the first 5 months, learning chords and scales and stuff and little techniques. And then I met my ex-wife very very fastly but surely. I just put the guitar down. I was too busy dating her, and she was a handful, so she needed you know, bit of supervision, if you ask me. Um, Turn your back, you'd have a knife in it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I married that woman, and I was married for 7, 8 years, and I was just a busy house husband and walking dogs and making dinners, and I didn't have time for guitar. So there's been very large periods of my life, like up to 4 years at a time, when I didn't have a guitar or had a guitar and just sat there doing nothing. I've also sold a shitload of guitars and amps to pay for bills and to buy white goods like electric cookers and fridge freezers and all that, because I've been in a lot of houses, and Like, for example, I had to get rid of all my white goods when I moved in with my wife, and then when we split up, I had to go and buy them all again. So I've been selling amps and guitars all the time, depending on the bills that's coming in or things I had to buy. So that's basically why I'm still a late beginner. I've never practiced for the first 5 months. I seriously have never practiced since then, so I've not practiced in 10 years. When I pick up the guitar, most of the time what I do now is a noodle for half an hour just to keep my fingertips hard or to try to stop from losing the calluses, because when your fingertips get too soft, it starts becoming painful when you're doing bar chords or when you're doing string bends. The strings start cutting into your fingers, so you need to have calluses there to kind of mitigate that. And if I don't play for, I mean, I say I don't play for 2 weeks at a time, but it could be 5 weeks, could be 6 weeks. It just depends. I don't really know. 2 weeks seems to be the kind of average. I'd pick a guitar up. But if I'm picking a guitar up after 2 weeks, doing noodling for half an hour, and then picking it up another 2 weeks later and doing some more noodling for half an hour, and then 2 weeks after that, I actually practice some songs. Well, all that noodling doesn't mean jack shit to me. That's not practicing, it's not playing either, in my opinion. That's just trying to keep my fingertips from going too soft. So I could actually not do a song, not actually play a physical song for 6 weeks at a time sometimes. So that's the problem. That's why I'm still a beginner, albeit late. I do have some intermediate skills. I think bar chords is intermediate skill, especially if you can play them on sixth and fifth string and you can do them fluently and without making a lot of string noise, string buzzing. I think if you can do that, I think that's an intermediate skill. But I've not sat down and learned enough things I need to know to be an intermediate. But I'm a late beginner, and it's a miracle me even that, because like I say, I'll sit there doing nothing half the time. Just sits there laughing at me. I don't practice at all, and I don't play regularly either. When I do covers of songs that I learned practice, played, and edited all within 5 hours for the most part. I would get the idea for a song, or I could watch somebody doing a song, go, I want to learn that, or whatever way it comes to me. I will then jump on Google, try to get tabs, and I'll try to learn the song. I'll learn it, I'll practice it, I'll edit it in Reaper and all that kind of thing, and it's all done within 5 hours. And if it's not done within 5 hours, a lot of times I just abandon the idea. 'Cause I just want to do it quick. And so I'm actually quite quick at learning songs. I mean, I might not do them good. That's up for debate. Probably a lot of people think I can't play for shit. I personally don't think I'm a good player, right? But not the point. I do like guitars, so I like the way they look and I like the way they sound, and I don't care if I'm not good. If I cared, I would practice a lot more to try to get better, and I don't. Clearly, I don't care. But I'm quite happy being a late beginner, although I should be way beyond that by now. I do love guitars though, I do. I love collecting them. I've got 13 now. I came to this house in the first year and a half. I didn't even have a guitar or an amp. Then I bought one of each, and then I've been buying them ever since. Now, I don't have a lot of money. The only reason I get to buy them is I come into some money. Like, I got a lot of inheritance, and not from my ex-wife, by the way. My ex-wife died last year. Never got anything from that. I didn't want anything either. We weren't together when she died, so I wasn't even in the will. But I've had a lot of inheritance beyond that, which I'm not going to get into, but I spent it all on guitars. And then, other than that, I basically get make a free payment. So it's like Klarna, I think you call it, and PayPal do it where you can buy a guitar or an amp or something. You don't pay for a month, then you pay, comes out direct debit, and then another two direct debits the month after that and the month after that. So it's spread over three payments, and you don't pay the first one for a month, but you still get the guitar or the amp right away. It's mostly how I get my guitar equipment, is because I can't afford the money straight up front. Or I save up as well. I've done that. I've actually scrimped and scraped, as they say in the UK here. I'm from Glasgow, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but you probably noticed now because by the accent. But scrimped and scraped, and saved up. I've saved up a lot of times, like went without lots of luxuries in life just to get something. I done that when I got the Pod Go. Pod Go was only like, I don't know, £300 or something. Was it £320? But I had to save up for a year and a half for that fucking thing. Anyway, that's neither here or there. The way I look at it is if you make it what song I'm playing is good enough, it doesn't have to be note for note perfect. In fact, I like to improvise a lot. Sometimes I want to, other times it'll be because I don't know all the notes in a solo, for example. True. Sometimes I try to do the solos as much as possible, like the solo, and I try to do like the chords and the verses and strumming patterns, but I do change it up as well. I like to change strumming patterns up, but I'll always go back to the recognisable one. But I might change them up during the song just to keep the song fresh. Um, Solos I like to change up as well. Um, Sometimes I don't know, as I say here, I don't know all the notes in a solo, and I can't find tabs, so I have to kind of improvise anyway. Most of the time, though, I improvise because I want to, especially on songs that's got lots of verses and choruses, and I've got like tons of them. And I like to take a couple of verses and choruses out and just put solo fills and riffs and stuff in to replace them. So I like doing solos in general. So some songs don't even have like recognised solos, and I'll just make one up as well. So that's what I do. The last part in this description, it says most videos here are copyrighted due to them to being covers. I make no money, so be kind. The reason I'm saying be kind is because a lot of people don't know what I've just said. This is why I'm making this video, to introduce myself to people. To say first off, right, categorically, this is not a guitar channel. This will never be a full-time channel either. I won't make money anyway because I do covers and they're all copyright flagged. So I don't have any intention of making money. Let's put that straight first off. Not interested in having subs, I'm not interested in views, I'm not interested in thumbs ups. Those things would be nice, don't get me wrong. I like it when some people's pleased. I'm a people person, I'm a people pleaser. But I have to watch what I'm doing when it comes to that because some people take advantage of that. You know how that goes, don't you? Especially women. Don't want to be sexist, but it's true. It's very true. Um, So there you go. As you can see here, I joined March the 10th, 2022. I put a shitload of videos up in May, but that's because I had previous channels where I had guitar videos, so I just migrated them over. But I think I try to put a video up once every month, a cover. Sometimes it'll be once every couple of weeks, and sometimes it'll be once every 6 weeks. But I want to aim for once a month. But there's no schedule on this channel because it's not a dedicated channel. I might even put some gaming clips up in the future on this channel. Oh, I do have a dedicated gaming channel though. It's called Ronnie O'Rourke Gaming. If you want to click that, if you're interested in gaming, by all means, that is dedicated to gaming. But I might put the odd clip up here, like a quick clip, like a few headshots or something. It might be a clip, 5 minute video. That doesn't make this a gaming channel either, but in case you're wondering. I like to change up my image as well. I'll put different guitars. Sometimes I'll put my Batman thing up here, right? A Batman thing. So it'll be an image of Batman. 'Cause I like Batman films. I like Batman in general. And other times I'll just change the guitar to different guitars. I'll go in a rotation. So there'll be times there won't even be guitars as my image on this channel, just to show you, because it's not a guitar channel, I keep telling you. As far as that go, the reason I struggle paying things is because I'm on one benefit. I had an emergency back operation 15 years ago, followed up by another operation, which wasn't an emergency one, the second one. Basically, I was looking at being in a wheelchair for the rest of my life with a colostomy bag and being impotent, and I managed to avoid that. But what I've had since is like back pain that you wouldn't believe. Like I've got nerve damage, so I've got nerve damage in my groin, my back, and my legs. So like from the waist down, basically, I can be in a lot of pain. I'm not in a lot of pain all day long, comes and goes, but I do have a lot of pain, and that's why I don't work. And it's only recently I've actually got some more money because they're starting to pay me the benefits that I should have got all along. So I was basically on one single benefit, and basically job seekers allowance for a long time. The the government have continually wanted to screw me, by the way. Oh, I've had to go to tribunals to fight my case and get things overturned. You wouldn't believe the amount of trouble I've had. Because I was severely financially fucked for a long time, which is why guitar took a back seat most of the time, why I kept selling them, and why it'd be years in between. I mean, I've literally saved up for a year to get a guitar, and it's like a cheap one, like a £200 one. I'm not in that position anymore, but that's why I've got 13 guitars, obviously. But I'm still a benefit. I still don't have a lot of money. I still would be better off if I worked, and I wish I could.
but it's not to be. So there you go. My ex-wife died last year, so I've been very bereaved since then, and that's a lot of reason why my guitar's been sitting doing nothing as well. I'm just gonna. Some people say pick the guitar up. Of the opinion you pick guitar up and it'll just make you feel good. That's true. That's definitely true. Right, but at the same time, when you're so bereaved and so depressed and so I don't know, like it's my ex-wife, so you kind of love sick and you're depressed and you're bereaved and you're confused and I didn't even get to know that she was dead till after she was dead, so it's a bit of anger there as well. You just don't want to play guitar. Guitar will not cut it. There's nothing can cut it. It's just a matter of suffering until it finally goes away or gets better. It's never going to go away fully, but here you go. So that's my life. That's a lot of the reason why I don't pick guitar up as well. I don't. I've been so like sad. I just didn't even want to do it. I didn't even want to get out of bed and pick a guitar up. So, but I totally feel they get these people that say depression. If you just pick your guitar up, do you know what I mean? It'll just take you out of your terrible zone that you're in, and just you can just let your mind fly. I totally understand how that would happen. Because I've had those moments playing guitar where I just got lost in it, and even though I'm not that good, I still get that, and I still like looking at my guitars that I've got. So for these people that say, "Oh, if you've got 13 guitars, you must be good, and if you're not, you're doing something wrong. You should get rid of them." No, no, I like guitars. I collect guitars like some people collect women. I used to collect women, right? But ended up I had to move to a bigger house because I didn't have room for them. But I used to collect women when I was younger. When I was right into women, but guitars treat you a lot better. Let's be honest. But I mean, even though I'm not that good at playing guitar, I do like playing them. I like the feeling it I have. I like the tones. I like the way they look. I like everything about them. And that goes for the amps and the pedals that go with them. So everything about this hobby is fabulous to me. As I said, I don't know if I alluded to it before, but I'm going to be doing a video showing you all my gear. I don't know how I'm going to do it because it's not a full-time channel. I have no intention of buying camera gear because this is not a channel that I want to grow or anything. I'm not interested in that. I'm too old. But I might do videos with my mobile phone, which is a smartphone, so I might get away with it. Who knows? Maybe not. Just take little videos of my gear and talk about my gear, show you pictures of my gear, do voiceover, and do audio clips. Some sort of combination of all that. I intend to do a gear video. Um, this type of video I'm just doing right now is probably going to be really few and far between. I don't think I'm doing many of these. Because once you've told something about yourself, that's it. Nothing else you can add. I'll be sure to tell you if I win the lottery or something. I will try to tell you that. You shall know because I'll have a £4,000 fucking Fender in my lineup. If that happens, you'll know straight away if I win the lottery. I have. I never had any intention to have any full time any channel, even a gaming one. I've got a gaming channel now. I've deleted so many gaming channels because I just didn't want to put the work in. It's a lot of editing and a lot of takes a lot of time up. And I'd rather be spending that time watching movies or playing guitar or playing games. I don't want to be spending all my time editing and fucking and looking at fucking diagnostics and looking at figures and trying to grow channels. I can't be bothered with all that shit. I really can't. Kudos to the people who do it. It takes a certain type of person, but I just don't want to do it. And so I'll not be putting. That's why I don't want a channel where I need to. I don't even want a lot of subs on this channel because the more subs you get, the more people want you to put up videos that they expect a lot more of you. In fact, like I say, I've lost the subs since yesterday. Probably because the guy's joined, and then he's joined a couple of weeks ago, and then he's went, that guy's not put a video up for a couple of weeks. I'm going to unsubscribe to show my anger. Well, go for it. Well done. More of you should, if now that you've seen this video, more of you will probably unsubscribe because you go, well, it's not a dedicated channel. I didn't even know what I was joining. Okay, fair enough. I get it. By all means, go and do that. I don't want people sticking around like under the false pretenses. But I'm never going to have a schedule on this channel of any kind. I'll just put stuff up when I feel like it and when the mood strikes me. Okay, thanks very much for listening. I do appreciate it. Bye for now.